Hi everybody, this is Robert Harley, and this is the Excelia Live Show. I'm coming to you from my living room. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here tonight. I just want to talk to you guys. Sorry here, I'm just gonna adjust some things here. Yeah, so I'm not don't seem to be so close to the TV. Um, Tonight I just want to just talk to you guys. The topic tonight is how to be an overnight success. How to be an overnight success. Okay. Um, how to be an overnight success. But first of all, when you're going to talk about being an overnight success, you have to determine what success is to you. Success to everybody is different. Um, I know success is not so much a destination; it's a journey because we should always be in we should never be at a place where we think that we have arrived. That we should never be at a place where we say, "Oh, I've arrived. I've done all I could do, all I could do, I've become all that I can become." We should never get to a place where we think that we have arrived and we don't need to do anymore. We don't need to grow anymore. We don't need to develop anymore. We don't need to learn anymore. So based on that, I believe that success is a journey and not so much a destination. Hi, Jem. So thanks for joining me. So, but again, with that said, success also is different for each person. What is success for? Although we are all on a journey to be successful, be as successful as we possibly can. And as I said, I don't think we should ever get to a point where we say that we have arrived. Hey, Michael. So we should never get to a point where we say we have arrived. We don't need to learn anymore. We don't need to grow anymore. We don't need to develop anymore. We should never get to the point. So as long as we're alive, we should always be learning, growing, developing ourselves. So so success is a journey, but it is a journey. It means something different for each of us. What is success to me might not be success to you. What's success to you might not be success to me. So we all are on this journey to become more than we are, develop ourselves, learn, grow, develop, stretch ourselves, go beyond our limits, get out of our comfort zones, or go beyond our comfort zones, and just go and just keep going. Always have goals and dreams ahead of us, striving for, to working towards. Um, and so, with that said, so what is success to you? Success should be defined as a journey, not a destination. So the topic tonight I want to talk about is how to become an overnight success. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as an overnight success. A lot of time when we see people who've achieved success, who seem to come from quote out of nowhere, a lot of time we don't know the behind the scenes story. What got them to where they are? There might be overnight success because it was all of a sudden the media is paying attention to them. They might have wrote a book, wrote a hit song, starring a hit movie, and all of a sudden, they're right in the forefront of the media. People wanting them to come on the interview. You're having they're on a book tour, they're having speaking engagement and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, where did this person come from? This is an overnight success, but you might not know all the hard work or the years of hard work that this person have put in before they get to that level, before they get to where they seem like overnight success. I once hear I once hear a preacher said this before about success and overnight success. He said, "There's such a thing called the silence years of ministry. The silence years of ministry. The years when you spend time studying the Word of God, studying, building, studying, praying, working hard, and nobody knows you, and nobody knows who you are, nobody knows the message, and you're just working silently behind the scenes a lot of times, and nobody that might not know you and stuff like that. But But as you continue to work hard, continue to work on developing yourself, you know. Sorry, guys. Sorry. As you're working on developing yourself, and then suddenly you seem like you have all this success. People might think, man, how come this guy is so successful? Where did he came from? Who is he? And all of a sudden you're well known and stuff like that. But they don't see the years behind you spending studying, developing, growing yourself, training, being mentored, and stuff like that. So you, there's no such thing as an overnight success. It's just people spending time doing what they need to do when nobody knows them. They're working hard, developing themselves, growing themselves, being mentored, being trained, and then suddenly they hit the gush or something, suddenly everybody knows them, who they are. Maybe they wrote a book, or maybe they have a one hit, what we call a one hit wonder song, or a hit song, or starring a movie or something. But we don't see the times when they were backup singers for somebody else, or when they would have been just being training, being associate pastor for example, before they come and become a pastor of their own church and stuff like that. You don't see the time when people are making the sacrifices and doing whatever it takes for them to be successful, until we see them be successful, and we all gonna have to go through that. We all are gonna have to go through that. I believe I'm at this point in my time, in my pursuing my goals, my dream, and pursuing my goals to be, as my bringing forth my business, Excel Your Life. I believe I'm at this point where I'm in the silence years of working to make this happen, working to make this become a reality. Yes, I'm doing these live videos on Facebook and stuff like that, but I'm not the audience I like to see, to grow my audience, to establish my brand and my XLA Life brand and stuff like that. So it's all in hard work, working hard, being focused, staying focused, know what you want. That is so key. Know what you want, stay focused. There's in life, there's so much distraction. So much thing will come our way trying to distract us, trying to get us off course, trying to take our eyes off that which we really want. Once you're able to identify what it is you want out of life, once you're able to say, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, this is what my purpose is, this is go hand in hand with my potential. Once you can identify with what it is you want, and you know what it is you want, and you can see it as part of your destiny, part of your purpose in life. Once you can go after with all that is within you, once you can say, this is what I was born to do. Once you get to that point where you say, this is what I was born to do. I was born to do this thing. I was born to do this. This is what I want. I'm going after. And you stay focused. You stay focused, and you said, this is what I'm going to do. Once you know that, you have to spend time developing yourself. You have to spend time growing yourself. You got to spend time learning, growing, stretching yourself, going beyond your comfort zone. Times when you're gonna have to want to run into all sorts of disappointment, all sorts of hardship and worries and doubts and unbelief. You're gonna doubt yourself sometimes. Situation gonna come up. You're gonna be tempted to throw in the towel sometimes. Sometimes even people who's supposed to be your biggest supporter are gonna be your biggest people who's trying to discourage you. just your biggest discourager. People who should be your number one cheerleader are going to be the people who's going to be the number one discourager. People going to try to get you off track, get you to give up on your goals and your dreams. But you're gonna have to say, no way, no way. This is what I'm gonna do. You got to stay focused. You got to stay committed to your own purpose and destiny. And the one, because so this is why it's so important for you to identify what it is you want to do. What is it you want to do? For me, I like using myself as an example because, again, I don't know you guys. You guys are judge, and I appreciate you guys watching my live video, and I appreciate you guys, coming on and watching these lives. But I really don't know you guys. I don't know what you guys want to do with your life, so I can't use you guys as an example. So I only can use myself because I know me, and I know what I want out of life. I've known for a long time that I was born to be a motivator, to be a public speaker, to be a preacher. I've known that for a long time, and now I'm pursuing that. With these, doing these live videos. I'm pursuing that with doing my, today I have my second live seminar, in the library again. And I thank those of you who came out to my live seminar today. We had a good time. Those of you who missed it, you guys missed something good. And those of you who came out, I appreciate you came out. Thank you for your support, But again, this is silence time. These are moment of silence, years of ministry. Silently, I'm silently, building up myself, silently growing myself, silently building up an audience, silently building a brand. And so when you see me come on the scene, when you see me on TV being interviewed and being on different talk shows talking about my business and my books and stuff like that, know that this is not no overnight success. Know that this is just a result of me spending time in the trenches, so to speak. In spending time in the trenches, working on myself, working on my business, working on what it is I really want to do, staying focused. Again, as in life, there's so much distraction. You can just get distracted here, left, right, and center. People, opportunities comes your way. Good opportunities too comes your way. Things that, you can really easily get involved in and stuff like that can come and just try to distract you. And some of them might not be a distraction. Some of them can go hand in hand in what you want to do. But you gotta learn how to say no to some things. You gotta learn to say no to some things and yes to some things. And you gotta know what it is that will benefit you and your long-term goal, what it is you want to, what it is you're going after. So is there such a thing as an overnight success? I'm sitting here, I'm not telling you, no, I don't think there's such a thing as an overnight success, because we don't see the years, the time that person spent working and behind the scene. Whoever it is might be, we might want to point out as an example of someone who we might consider to be an overnight success, who just all of a sudden the world knows him, who was known before. We don't know all the time that person spent behind the scene, or even as a nobody, so to speak, and then they've just been faithfully working, faithfully be committed, faithfully just paying the dues, so to speak. Paying the dues. I remember one time I was watching that Rachel Ray show. I don't really watch her daytime TV or watch those talk shows like, Rachel Ray show and The View and what else is there? The View and whatever else shows they have on TV. I don't really watch those kind of shows, but I think I was at work and the Rachel Ray show was on, and she was talking something similar to this. How she maybe she have her own show, her own talk show, but she was talking about how the years she spent behind the scene, as a behind the scene, and how she had to work her way up to know that she have her own show, but she paid her dues, so to speak. She didn't just come bam, to the scene like she have her own show. No, she had to work behind the scene a lot, doing a lot of things, working her way up and paying her dues. And then all of a sudden she had her own show. She was talking about that one time on her show. And again, I don't really watch these kind of shows. I just happened to watching the show that particular day when she was talking about that, talking about what some of the things that she's gone through to get her to where she is. I don't know if you guys know who Rachel Ray is. It's not important if you know her or don't know her. She just have her own TV show on TV during the day. She's a chef, actually. She's a chef. I like watching her show for that reason, because I love cooking, and sometimes I get good tips, ideas from her cooking. So anyways, they want to get into that. But anyways, the point is, there's no such thing as an overnight success. There's no such thing as an overnight success. You take years of hard work to get people to where they are. Years of hard work. People have to work hard. They have to study. They have to grow. They have to develop themselves. They have to be mentored. They have to be coached. You think an Olympic, a person who made it to the Olympic just made it there just overnight. All of a sudden they just, bam, they're qualified to go to the Olympic. No, those athletes, they train for years. They compete in many different competition to get to be the very best, so they can qualify to go to the Olympic. Train for years. Anybody see they have overnight success, whether it's in sports or in business, they spend years working hard to get them to where they are. And the same is going to be true for you and the true for me. We're not gonna. I heard someone say this before. Even on Facebook, I think I read a post where someone said this. The only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. The only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. And it's so true. You're not gonna be successful without putting in the work that is required to get you to the success. Now, again, we said that success is gonna be different for everybody, but how it is gonna be different for me, and it's gonna be different for you. The success is still gonna require hard work, regardless of how you choose to define it. It's still gonna require you putting in some hard work to change, to grow, to develop yourself, to become somebody else. Because the person that you want to be in the future is the person that you are right now, not going to take you there. You're going to have to grow. You got to develop, you have to change yourself. So define what it is you want to do. Find out what it is you want. Know what it is you want. I believe part of my calling, part of my purpose in life, I believe is for me to be a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, preacher of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I believe that. I have a calling in my life for that, and I've put it on the back shelf for many years. And now I'm putting it on the forefront of my focus right now. And I'm focused on this. I'm saying this is what I want to do. Doing these live videos is all part of it. These seminars that I'm starting to do is all part of it. My book that I've written, and by the way, my book is coming up pretty soon. The editing part is almost finished. So it's coming up pretty soon. Just kind of stay focused for that. Stay tuned for that. We'll have an announcement for that. But the books that I'm wanting to write and I'm going to write, all of that is tied in. All of this is tied in. These live videos, my live seminars that I'm starting to do, my books that I'm writing, the CDs and DVDs I'm going to start producing. All of this is all incorporated in my purpose in being an inspirational and motivational speaker and author, and to motivate and inspire people to change their lives, because you've got to experience changes in your life before you can change your things, change things around. You know, this is the statement that one of the statement that I based my business on, the Excel Life business, is nothing would for things to nothing would change your in you for you. For you, no, forgot my own statement. Nothing will change for you unless or until you change. And another one too is, and for things to change in your life, you gotta change things in your life. And that's what people who so-called overnight success have done. They've changed things in life. They know that it's up to them to make the necessary changes and to go after their goals and their dreams and stay focused. Oh my goodness, that's such a big statement right there. Stay focused on what it is you want. Find out what it is you want. Learn to define what do you want. A lot of people in life don't know what they want. You talk to the average person on the street today, you say, what is it you want out of life? And they give you some vague answer. Oh, I want to be rich. I want to be a movie star. I want to be this. I want this, no one. But if it really come down to being specific and being narrowed down to what is it they really want out of life, a lot of people don't know. And that's what a lot of people is going through life, just drifting through life because they don't know what it is they want. They have vague idea of what it is they want, but they don't have a specific idea of what it is they want. And that's why they're just floating through life aimlessly. The majority of the people in our society just doing that. They're just floating through life aimlessly. They're like a ship on the sea of life, without a sail, without a rudder, and they're tossed to and fro with all the circumstances of life that comes their way. And they're just floating through life, aimlessly drifting through the sea of life. The winds and the wave of circumstances come against them and just beat them to and fro, and they just go anywhere the wind blows. Just go anywhere the winds of circumstances blows. Aimlessly. But the way you want to stay focused, you got to be a ship with a predestined destination, predestined destination, what do you call it, logged in, predestined, already planned out, mapped out. A ship that goes from point A to point B, and sometimes they get off course, but because they already have a mapped out course of where they're going, they know when they're off course and they know how to get back on course. You got to have, and that's where goals and dreams comes in. You got to be that focused. You got to be that determined. You got to be that specific on what it is you want out of life. You can't be too vague. You can't be following the crowd. We're at a time in our lives where we cannot follow the crowd anymore. We can't be part of the status quo anymore. We can't be just like the average Joe anymore. We are at a point in our lives where we got to make some changes in our lives to see different results, to get different results, to go and experience things differently than we have experienced before. With the average person out there not experiencing things that we want to experience and not having things that we want to have. We got to be more specific and more determined and more identifying with what it is we want out of life. Like I know for the first time in my life, I can say that I know what I want out of life, and I know where I'm going, because this is what I want. I want to be one of the best motivational speakers and authors out there. I want to be in the top 1% of the motivational speakers and inspirational speakers out there. I want to be a demand speaker. Yet nobody knows me yet. No, I'm not well known yet. But these are the silent years of working, silent years of ministry, silent years of working behind the scene where nobody knows you yet, but you're doing the hard work. You're paying your dues. You're doing whatever it takes to make it. And you're not giving up. You're not gonna quit because you're so focused, you're so determined. You're not gonna quit. You're not gonna give up on your goals and your dreams. You're so dedicated and committed to this that you prepare for the hardship that's going to come, and hardship is going to come. Difficult times are going to come. Times when you're going to want to quit and throw in the towels are going to come. Times when people who's going to try to get you off course are going to come across your path and try to discourage you. Those kind of things are going to come. I remember the story that Les Brown tells when Les Brown was just starting out in as a public speaker. He said he used to have to sleep in his office. He used to, he have to, he had to sleep in his own office because he didn't have a place to sleep. He didn't have a home to go. He was homeless, and he's starting out, and he had to sleep in his office. And you have to. And one time they found out that he was sleeping in his office, and they were going to kick him out. And you have to beg them to keep his office. These difficult time, people like that go through difficult time. No one. There's no such thing as overnight success for anybody. No. There might seem like that, especially from the media point of view, but there's no such thing as an overnight success. We don't know what people have to go through to get them to where they are, the work they had to put in, the sacrifices they had to make. And it's going to be true for you and me too. We're going to have to put in some hard work. We're going to have to make some sacrifices. We're going to have to, go through some hardship, some difficult times, But if we stay focused and we stay the course, we stay committed, we stay the course. Don't give up. We'll get there. And as Zig Ziglar always says, we'll see you at the top. We'll see you at the top. Someone says, the top, there's lots of room at the top. Is that the bottom is all crowded. There's lots of room at the top as the bottom is all crowded. So I want to go to where there's lots of room. There's lots of room at the top. It's the bottom that's all crowded. Too many people crowding up the bottom. Let's go to the top together. Let's pursue our goals and our dreams. Let's be all that we can be. Let's always grow, stretch ourselves, go through a personal growth and development, make the necessary changes in your life so you can get the necessary results. Again, I'll say that again. Make the necessary changes in your life so you can get the necessary results that you want. If you're not happy with the way your life is going right now, if you're not happy with the results that you're getting in your life right now, if you're not happy with the success or the lack of success that you're experiencing in your life right now, maybe, just maybe, there's some things you need to change in order to change things around. Just maybe, just saying, hey, I could be wrong, but I could be right at the same time too. What I'm saying? Just maybe there's some things you need to start doing differently. I was challenged by this just recently in my own personal life. I'm not going to go into the specific of it, but my wife just challenged me just a couple of days ago, just yesterday or the day before, with a conversation we had and some of the things that we're talking about. And again, I'm not going to go into the specific of what we were talking about, but I was challenged, and the Lord later on, based on what my wife was saying to me later on, show me the wisdom of her counsel, and say she's right. I need to make some changes in this area of my life in order for me to start getting different results. I have to practice what I preach, so to speak. I have to put what I'm saying to you in my practice in my own life. And this is one of the areas that I'm lacking, making changes in my life so I can start getting different results. And thanks to the wise counsel of my wife and the Lord prompting me and correcting me based on what she said, I'm gonna have to start making some changes in this particular area of my life so I can start getting different results. Because yes, I'm not happy with the results that I'm getting, but I know what I need to do to start making changes, and I will do it. I would do it. So, because I want to start seeing different results in my life, you know. So, we all have these things. None of us are perfect. None of us have it all together. None of us have all the answers. None of us, are know it all. None of us are achieving all the success that we can possible achieve. None of us have arrived. That's why I said at the very first of this video, we should never get to a place that we think we have arrived. We should never get to a place where we think we don't need to grow anymore. We don't need to learn anymore. We don't need to develop anymore. Never. So long as we are alive, we should always be learning, always be growing, always developing ourselves, always pursuing some goal or another. Once you achieve one goal, you have another goal ahead of you to achieve. Always setting a new goal, always going after something new, always wanting to accomplish more than you accomplished before. Why? Because we are all full of potential. And that's what potential is. Potential is never what you have done before. Potential is always what you can do, but you haven't done yet. So whatever level of success that you have achieved so far in your life, there's more. There's more. You can achieve more. You can accomplish more. You can do more. You can go further. You can go higher. Go climb higher, farther. There's always more that you can do. Always more that you can accomplish. Always more. Never settle. There's always another level. There's always another level. Never settle where you are. Never be so comfortable that you think you've arrived. Never be so comfortable with your life, with your status in life, where you are in life, that you would just want to sit and relax. That's just the beginning of the end. I think Jesus, I don't know if we should get into this one here, but I think Jesus told the story of a rich man who he said to himself, he said, self, you're rich, everything is going good, you have your barn full of food, you're rich, and why don't you just take it easy and just eat, drink, and be merry? And as Jesus said, he said, you fool, this is the day that your soul is going to be required of you. You should never get to a point where you just want to sit back and just eat, drink, and be merry for the rest of your life because your life is going all so good, because you don't know when your soul is going to be required of you. So I'm here to tell you, be all you can be, do all you can do, accomplish all you can accomplish. There's no such thing as no overnight success, but there is such a thing as success. Although I don't believe success is a destination, I believe success is a journey, because you should never get to a point where you think if you have arrived. But we all can and will achieve some levels of success in our lives. So you always go for it, go for more. Be more, do more, achieve more, accomplish more, because you have it in you to do it. This is Robert Harley. This is the Excel Live Show, and I'm so glad you guys came on to join me. I'm so glad you guys are here. Yes, follow the crowd, you will end up where they are going. Yeah, that's true. Follow the crowd, and you will. That's true. Michael Cook. Follow the crowd, and you end up where they're going. Jacob said, "Good, right, sir." Said, yes, that's right. I'm glad for you guys commented. Glad you guys have joined me in my live. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to join me in my live video tonight. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate your comment. Please like these videos. Please share these videos. If you like anything that I said, please leave a comment. Also, just like how some of you guys did. This is Robert Harley, and I'm gone over the 30-minute mark. I know I like to keep these videos on the 30 minutes, and I've gone over the 30-minute mark. It's 33 minutes. So anyways, I'm glad you guys joined me. Once again, I want to thank those of you who came out to my seminar earlier this evening. Thank you for coming out. Those of you who missed it, those of you who live in my local area and you missed the seminar tonight that I did tonight, you guys missed something really good. You guys, so next time I'm gonna do another one either in May or one in June, and I'll let you guys know, and hopefully you guys will come out this time and support me. Anyways, until next time, this is Robert Harley saying, God bless you, I love you, peace.